Unit number 4, Sierra Hotel Golf.
Tin Yacht number 2, Golf Echo India.
Okay, I got 4 to start with. Anyone else? Okay, again, this is the Town FB of the day. If you're around and would like to check in, please come in now. Okay, we'll begin. Um, so let's begin the net using this format. I'll pass the mic around and you can bring up one or two of the things that you want to talk about or whatever comes to your mind uh, to the table. Okay, so you can be like asking a question, talking about something that happened to you recently right now, or sharing some stuff that you just learned, whatever that is. Okay, so let's see what you have for the table. Let's go. Team at number 4, Lima Echo India.
Unit number 4, Lima Echo India. Yes, Ajahn, yeah. Today seems to be quite a regular day for me. Nothing really. Oh, never mind. Actually, I remember this morning. Yeah, I guess I woke up and then um, the I guess the stuff from yesterday, the bags got like fell underneath the car. Um, like I was looking in the fridge, I don't know what to pick to pack thing. Like I thought I had something in there, but then it turned out I didn't. Um, yeah, this morning is like quite rough. Like I went um, to try to open the wheel lock, it wouldn't come out. Like I had a struggle a little bit just to get it come out. Then yeah, then I sped to work. So I was going like yeah, I had a GPS on and I had to like look at the time like okay, I have to travel at this speed to make it on time. Um, yeah, so I had a quite a rough morning, but uh, yeah, I made it fine. I made it through the day. Um, but I heard like so John say like because yesterday I was doing a lot of things at like a short period. Like I'm like packed. Is that why it happened? Like yeah, I know. I remember yesterday I went grocery shopping. I like I changed the oil. Go grocery shopping. I ate. I went home. I took out the trash. I did the qigong. I showered. Uh, yeah, I did quite a bit. Then I cleansed the house. I cleansed the car. Yeah. I was wondering, like, if you pack yourself, you get too many things done, like, and you kind of like rush everything in one day. Yeah, I was kind of wondering about like how does it affect like your next day. Team number 4, Lima Echo.
Lee, you realize your day went fine because you updated, right? You were updating in the reporting room. And what did I say? I said, yeah, you go do your thing. I'll take care of the other things here. So I've been doing magic for you to get rid of the problems and so on. So you made it back home. That was what I said. Your main goal is you just focus on, peacefully, safely make it back home and then talk about other things later. So apparently that happened, so which is good. But yeah, it's because you updated, so you got help. If there was no help, you might not feel the same way. um, yeah, you brought up this topic. It's a good topic, actually. Everyone needs to know about this. So we talk about our Yun Sun all the time, so no need to introduce that. But what's coming down from the Yun Sun is the essence. And essence, if you don't have enough essence, what happened is when you try to do things, it's like you're stuck. It's like your luck is stuck. So everything feels like not smooth. Like you said, when you try to unlock the thing, it just not work, and somehow it got stuck, and then you try to find things, you can't find it. Like everything is kind of not flowing through. That means your luck is in this stage where the luck is stuck. And it's stuck because, well, yesterday, you actually, it's not just yesterday, it's the day before, because you planned for all that the day before too. So you have been using the essence that you have more than you can afford. And you didn't really give back enough. Like your day, you didn't really spend time giving back. So you're like, kind of like your credit card. You swipe the card for everything in a short time, and you end up the next day, you're like, oh shit, I have no budget for this and that. That's what happened. So yeah, if you're having a lot to do that day, like I said, if you have to like go oil change, buy grocery, like all these things are not things that you usually do, right? Like if you do that every day, it's not going to be a problem. But if you like do it once a while, that's like not your normal stuff. Okay. So if that is out of the ordinary, then you need to sacrifice something from the normal daily life stuff to give way, like to give the budget to this event. Okay. I think this will be very useful for everyone. So let me just OT a little bit. Okay. Let me talk a little bit more. So for example, every day this person go to work, and he have to like take the bus or drive for 1 hour back and forth. Okay. He do that every day, almost every day in the week. So that's normal. And he come home, he always do some altar work and then catting and then do this and that. That's normal, right? But he don't go buy grocery every day. He might just go once every week or once every 2 weeks. Those things are not planned too, because they're like out of the ordinary. He just need to go. Okay. So that is called some non-normal stuff. So what he have to do is, instead of like, oh, I just fit that in and then I'll, cut short my other things and I'll just keep doing everything like that. No, it doesn't work. You have to say to yourself, okay, because today I have to go to do this extra thing, so I will cut back on my normal things for that. Okay, so you're like planning ahead. So that day you're still spending the same amount of essence, or about the same amount of essence. You're not going to spend like double the amount of essence. So the next day you won't feel exhausted. So that is something everyone needs to look at when you're planning your day. What is normal and what is not normal? Tina number 2, Charlie Hotel Golf.
Tenured number 2, Charlie Hotel Golf. My day's been somewhat good, silent. I guess the only thing that really popped up that really annoyed me is talking to a business associate earlier, and they just had the inclination to share their business that somebody passed away, and instantly I just got annoyed. I'm like, I didn't even ask for this. I don't want to know. I don't care. And usually, well, before I became a Taurus, I would usually just go through the semantics of being polite. But now I'm like, I just stop them. immediately I was like, yeah, just stop. I was like, yeah, I didn't really need to hear that. I was trying not to be rude, but it just irritated me instantly because I understand now the after that e crap that could attack you. So I had to clean myself and make sure everything was good. Go to the altar, and I also did I consulted the choir of salvation that you told me like a while back, Sadran. So I did that, and that was probably the biggest annoyance for me because I'm just so aware of the e crap now that I really try to minimize the amount of it that I'm exposed to, because it has such a strong influence on your emotion, the way you interact with your day and stuff like that. And the question I probably have is the information that you shared about the diving. So what I gathered so far from reading it a couple of times, if you have a hung or a ping, you would walk the palm, because I'm assuming the pattern with the numbers, you can use the palm. You'll walk the palm forward. If it's a hung, you go backward, which is reverse. The only issue I'm having is figuring out how you get the pattern of the numbers, like how you know which numbers go where, there, stuff like that. Teammate number 2, Charlie, Hotel, trying to play golf.
AEP. Okay, one of the most annoying thing, huh? Well, it's part of life. People are so um into telling everyone about, oh, you know what, my whoever passed away. It's normal. Yeah. So when you hear that, you don't have to tell them to stop because some people might not like you. So what you can do, um, well, it depends on who that is, but inside yourself immediately, you can say "Hu Liang Chen Zun," and then you stomp the left foot. Okay, so what that does is you're telling the gods above to, oh shit, like, oh my god, it's kind of like that, but you're calling on the god in the lineage. That's the Tenzon, okay? Or if you're like, you forgot what to do, you can stomp Harshbell too, calling up the court, right? You stomp, and the intention is you want the god to like look after you, because I am, it's like people are firing bullets and I don't know what to do. So I'm like just crying for my God to help me, right? So it doesn't matter what they will do or what they have to do. Like, you're not in the position, um, even like clear minded enough to instruct the God to do things, right? Like, I don't even know what to do, I'm just in a mess. So all you do is like, help, help, right? So you do your heart spell too, and you stomp the left foot 3 times, which is like immediate, right? Tell the god immediate, urgent, and then that basically just call the gods up and shield you. Like whatever is going on, the god will deal with it, right? So if you felt something after that, like for example, oh, there's like this headache coming at me, then you stomp the right foot to exert the power from the god. So you do the same harsh spell, right? And then you stomp the right foot, and the god will acknowledge the problem and handle that for you. So you don't have to be thinking about what to do when there's a threat, like when you're being attacked, because often during that moment we're kind of like, oh my god, what to do? Like, what happened? Like, we are the victim, right? So we can't really like sit back and then let me write this through, let me do that spell. All of a sudden, like that happened, it's gonna shock you, and you will kind of like not know what to do. So you should just call up the god. So Hulang Tianzun is fine, or Harshbell Chu, you call up the god above, right? And that will help you. Well, run out of time, but for the 9-star, I'll talk about that later. Tier number 4, Sierra Hotel Golf.
Unit number 4, Sierra Hotel Golf. Yeah, things for me are a bit unusual at the moment. In the situation with my daughter, so she's with me. She's been with me for the last 3 days, and I haven't been going to work because of that. so it's a bit of a different schedule. And I've just had some issues with my computer lately, which are making me, I think, inside I'm just feeling really frustrated and angry because my Gmail won't load any new emails. The most recent activity was the 28th, and I'm afraid it's been hacked. And I've been doing everything I can to put two-step verification on Google Authenticator and everything I can to try and sort that out, and it still hasn't been fixed, and I don't know what to do really because I've got a lot of things connected to that email address, and yeah, the consequences could be serious. But at the moment, at the back, I'm feeling kind of helpless and annoyed about the whole situation. So yeah, that's the kind of mood I'm in at the moment. I've just spent another hour trying to sort that out. I just added Google Authenticator to it, and then there's these secondary emails that I had to go and secure. I've changed my passwords and everything. Anyway, that's just the space I'm in at the moment. TNet number 4, Sierra Hotel Golf.
Well, like I said to Lei all the time, why don't you get help? You're going through all that yourself, but you haven't really find a way or even invited the Tao into the picture. You say you cannot see the folders of the email box. So is it like you cannot log in, or you just like went in but there's like nothing inside? Well, I don't know which one, but what I could suggest is number one, like if I am in your position, right, I would sign up a new Gmail, and that new Gmail would be like I would like contact anything that has my old email, and it's important. I would tell them to like just find me through that new email address, because that's my new contact, right? So I'll just inform the people that need to know about it to that email first. Secondly, I was thinking, why don't you give the info, and maybe I can log in from my end and see if it works. Hey, your computer might have issue, mine might be not, so we don't know. Have you tried using another machine or another program to open that thing, right? You never know. So I could try a login and see if I see anything. So if we go through these tests, maybe we can see what actually like what the problem is, right? Gmail is pretty safe. I don't see how you could be hacked. Like, yeah, it unless you were like really clicking on some weird shit, but right. But I have been using Gmail all my life. It's never a problem. So I never heard of like the folders are gone. So you can maybe we can try, like do some testing. But one mindset issue is like compare you to Wing and Lei. Like they have issue, they come to me right away and try to get it resolved with me. But you were like frustrated, angry, and all that, and you're like not even trying to get help from me, and trying to figure it out yourself. You didn't even ask, like, why are you even ordained? I mean, like, not even ordained. Why are you even initiated? You have a master, but you don't go to the master for help. That's funny. You're trying to div. You're not trying to ask me. That's even more funny. Like imagine a disciple tell me he have all that kind of problem, and he is trying to talk to the God about it instead of talking to me about it. Like, why are you even in the lineage? If you don't need my help, why are you here? Right? That's a mindset issue. You're so yourself. You're not like a disciple. You're like a customer. That's very bad. Tier number 2, Golf Echo India.
Yacht number 2, Golf Echo India. Hi everyone, Sijang Kijang. Man, I'm just astounded every time. Like even when I'm not in a position where I can like contribute or participate, I learn so much just from what I'm able to listen to, the questions that others are asking, and the way that you respond. I skimmed over the messages that you sent earlier about Div, and I was able to put them into Keep Memo, but I haven't made the time to go through them just yet. It looks like you're talking a lot about the 9-star and how that can correlate to the Palm Div system that you've taught us before. So I'll be really interested to dig into that. I feel like I had a question that was sparked from Net 8 earlier, and I can't think of it right now. I should write these things down when I'm not covered in flour. I was making bread earlier, which is why anyway, yeah, hopefully it will come back to me. Team Yacht number 2, Golf Echo India.
Making bread. Where's the picture? Where's the picture? Oh my goodness. When you start doing that kind of thing, take a picture. I always say update, update, update. It's not like I have to control how you make bread, but think about it. Your picture, what will that do to everyone, right? Like Wayne is looking at it and Lay is looking at it, right? Everyone's looking at it. And they're like, wow, you're making bread. And that might inspire other people, right? So, that's a good thing to do. It's a contribution to the chat. So do that. Show people what you're doing is really good. It brings up things in their mind. Yeah, the 9-star. Let me pick something because Cheung was talking about it too. I didn't get a chance to get to that. So let me pick one main thing to talk about. Everyone is like doing the div with the card, and you get like, oh, this is like the Dragon Chi that came in today, right? Okay. First of all, let's get this concept cleared out. Okay? You're asking your God, and you are the subject. You're checking your luck for the day, right? So, okay, the God is like looking at you. You are the chicken inside the oven. And the God is like, okay, let me poke the thing into you and check your temperature. So let me check your heart, right? Oh, it's like 30-something degree, not cooked yet, right? So the God is doing that to you. So when you get that star, like the Dragon Chi, that's like the God is poking into you and telling you like your Chi right now, the main Chi is this, for example, star 6 or something, right? So that is the Chi that actually went into your heart. So that's the main one, okay? Your heart is the main influence, right? That's like the main thing. It's kind of saying what your focus is like, okay? So if the focus is a D6, you'll be like always the mind on that stuff, like comparing to the outside, trying to strategize, things related to the D6 phase, right? Okay, that's your heart chi. That's what you will be focusing on. But it doesn't mean the other chi, the other 8 chi doesn't exist, right? So if the thing is in the heart, in the center is 6. So if I want to get inspiration, which is D3, how do I get the star 3? So you run the palm pattern, right? So 6, 7, 8, 9, 1, 2, 3. So star 3 is at the southwest corner. Okay, so it's at the southwest corner. So if you're in the house, you would go to the southwest corner of your room or of the house to do something to tell that chi, I need your help. and then you start working on whatever you're working, the D3 power, they listen to your command and will give you that help. So you don't have to feel like, oh, today is like a D6, so I have no D3, shit, no inspiration, right? Not really. Right? You can still get that chi. It's just in other places around you. Okay, anyone else want to check in? Please come in. Okay, back to the top. Team number 4, Lima Echo India.
Team number 4, Lima Echo India. Yes, John. That's quite, when I heard about how we can use the phrase Wulan Tianzhen, like whenever we need like help and stuff like that. Yeah, that's quite interesting. Like when you're in a panic mode and like something happened and you can instantly stop right away. I was wondering, like most of the time, it's we either stop Heartspell 2. Is there any instance where like we stop like the other palace as well? Yeah, that's what I'm kind of wondering. But I think what I personally recently with Sajan kept talking about like we need an update. So in instance like something happened, should we like instantly like out of like kind of like react to something, like we stop right away, or we should like do nothing first and just go online first and find Sajan first, or we kind of react right away, like in panic mode, like we're just in panic mode, we stop right away, or we should like do that. That's what I'm kind of wondering, that situation. Team number 4, Lima Echo India.
Okay, well, it really depends on the situation. Like, for example, if you're walking on the street and there's like bad guys there trying to attack you, right? You're not gonna like stop and wait a minute, let me update online. You know, like they have no time for that, right? So you just like stomp any harsh spell, call up the god, and keep going. But if you're like, right, like if it's like some mild issue and you have the time to update first, and yeah, update first, right? Why not? Yeah, it really depends on the urgency. But I would say like it is always okay to just call the god for help first and then see if you have the time to update online. Because update online, it's like I can help, right? But updating the god is like the god instantly will give you the help. And talking about which, like, who to find, well, Hu Liang Tianzhen basically call up on all the gods. So it's like in general that will work for anything, and it's like the most simple thing, right? So it's like everyone, like online you can like do the @ symbol, and then you like tag people's name, right? That one Hu Liang Tianzhen is like the @ all, everyone, all. Okay, so if you're in panic, I would say like Hu Liang Tianzhen is always good. Because it's simple, it's fast, no need to think. But if you want to go specific, that is like if the matter is about any like daily life things that doesn't involve fighting, okay, doesn't like get threatening, then the hospital 2 finding the Samlo Palace is the right way. If it involve any like battle mode stuff, like E-crab, bad guys and thieves and criminals and things that need the martial power, then you find the military, right? So that way you will find the Hospital 4. So basically these two will be the most useful one for everyday life. And you always call up the court because the local with the Sifu and Samlo Joshi, right? They're not blind. So when things are happening, they are already helping. So you want to call up a level, right? You want to call higher up. So that's why I say Hulan Tenjun, because you want the god from above to come down, right? To look at you. So yeah, that will be the quickie, and it always works. So you don't need to like overcomplicate it and think of like too technical, because when you're calling for help, you're just focus on saying help, right? And you let the other side deal with the problem. Senior number 2, Charlie Hotel Golf.
Tenured number 2, Charlie Hotel Golf. I will definitely remember that, Sergeant, and learn to say the phrase that you just said. I'll probably go back over the net and learn it again. I just need to hear it a couple of times so I could learn it and memorize it. Pertaining to the div now. So just now, when you're walking the palm, what is so you said depending on what chi is coming and you're trying to use the chi. When we're using the compass to look at the north, south, east, and west, or well, from the previous lessons, I learned that when we're using our compass, our palm, the compass is actually inverted. So the north is to the bottom of our fingers, where it's connected to our hand, and to the tip of our fingers is south. Do we use that same rule of thumb when we're looking for the north and south in our location, like our apartment or house? I know the north is to our palm of our hand because that is by the altars, and like it taught us in the formation with wings here that north is at the bottom, and that is where the power from the altar is coming in from your back, because your back will be facing the altar, and that is how you use the rep. And that is how I kind of remember how the north, south, east, and west is for us when we're using it in our lineage. But when you're outside and you have to apply it, like you have to apply it to your house, you don't invert it. You just use it as is. So the north will be to the top of the fingers, the south will be to the close to the palm, west will be to your index finger, and west, yeah, east will be to your pinky finger. But and also my other question is, how are you placing the numbers? Because I know with the numbers, south is fire, north is water, east is wood, and west is ghoul, and then there's the one by the water, 8. Well, the first row could be 8163, the second row could be 357, 492. That is how do I rearrange it? Let's say if I get like a D7 dragon that's coming down, that's yum. Oh, hung, sorry, that's hung. That's a negative D2 dragon that's coming down, and the how do I place the 7? From reading what you put in the chart, you said the 7 will have to be in the middle, which will be 8. Back to you, Tiny number 2, Charlie Hotel Golf.
Okay, let's see. So many things. Slowly. Okay, number 1, your audio sucks. You sounds like you're talking in a box. Okay, so not sure what happened, but fix that problem. So when you talk again, I can at least hear you without like myself bleeding out. Secondly, take the default pattern of the palm. Like there's a picture, I sent it to Wing before, right? The 5 in the center. Okay, so you put your thumb on the 5, then you move to 6, 7, 8, 9, 1, 2, 3, 4, and back to 5. Okay, use your thumb and walk, right? And follow the pattern, the number in order, and just keep doing it. Yeah, like you just do one pattern and keep doing it until like many times, eventually you know how to walk it. Okay, it's not that hard. It's not hard. Okay, so you walk it many times. Now you know how to count from 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Right? Okay. So if there's another star that goes in, it's the same pattern, but you just change the number. So instead of starting from 5, let's say you start from 2. So 2, 3, 4, 5, right? Like you kind of count like that. So it's the same pattern, but different star go in the center. Okay. Now, if the star is a home or like a reverse, right? Then you walk like the number count backward, but it's flying the same pattern. So the pattern is the same, but instead of like going from 5, 6, 7, it will be like 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, 9, 8, 7, like that. So it's the same pattern. The pattern doesn't change. So the number one step that you need to do right now is go find the default pattern with the 5 in center and just run through that uh, like many times. Memorize the pattern. Okay. Don't think about how, why, when, or what, like how that happened. Memorize the pattern. Don't think so much. Right. Once you got that memorized, we can talk. Or else you're still gonna be stuck. Okay. So right now you gotta like understand. Okay. Let me just like how you learn your math, right? You copy the formula and then just use it many times with different numbers. So you kind of get, okay, that's how you use the formula. Later, you dig into why it happens like that. Okay. Now, don't think. Follow that pattern, drill it many times, get it in your head. That's the main goal. Senior number 4, Sierra Hotel Golf.
Unit number 4, Sierra Hotel Golf. Yeah, thanks for that feedback about the email situation. Yeah, maybe we can try if I give you the details and you can try logging in. That would be helpful to see if it works outside of my computer, because I think my computer has been hacked and yeah, well, definitely it's been hacked. I reset it yesterday and I'm using Brave browser now, just because it's more secure. And yeah, I've done as much. I've got McAfee kind of done all the scans and everything. Yeah. So in general, yeah, that would help. But at the moment, I'm feeling like I don't know why, but I'm feeling quite emotional. Like almost like tears for some reason. And I don't really know where that's coming from. So maybe it's E-crap or something. Yeah, back to you, Tina, number 4, Sierra Hotel Golf.
Sung, I tell you many times, you always overlooked the threat is from your daughter. And you always overlook because it's like, that's my daughter. What can be wrong with her? Right? But the thing is, yeah, the problem comes from that side. So, like, have you cleaned her up? Right? Like, she's staying with you and she's constantly a target and drawing things into your house because you allow her to be in. So anything that is hers will also be in or coming in. So if she's being attacked by anything, it also passes through your door if you have not set up a door guard for that. So, well, I will say immediately you should, first of all, I forgot. Do you have a ground altar set up? I forgot that. But yeah, I think you do, right? So you should get the ground altar to assign a door guard into the main door and then tell the door guard that, oh, even if you don't have that's my landlord speaking, okay? My landlord speaking. She's jamming me. It's like, okay, even if you don't have, like, you don't know what to do with the door guard, you can deploy a guard with like your own guard, right? Like you have Heartspell, Heartspell 0, right? So you take Heartspell 0 and Heartspell 1, and you make a big guard and you deploy it into your main door. Okay. And then you assign the job for this as the door guard. Okay, so it has a task to do, and that is to block off anything and any threat that comes from your daughter or ex, and that line of shit. Okay, block that stuff off. And then after that door is blocked, then you go around the house and do a 整天 day. Okay, so you mark your territory, right? 整天 day around. And oh my. And then you need to give your daughter cleansing, right? You need to have her cleanse. And well, even better, just post her picture online and have you do it, and we also help, right? And when the yi is cleared, you can see what else is left. Like at least um, deal with the yi that is there, and then see what is left. Okay, because it's not normal, and you said already, like your daughter being with you like this is not normal, and shit from that side can be firing over all the time. For the email situation, send me the information. So after the net, we can give it a shot and see what happened. I would suggest you delete McAfee, because McAfee itself is like a scam already. It's so shitty and so bad. So whenever like people install a Windows computer and they have McAfee on it, oh my goodness, you don't need that. Okay, Windows itself has antivirus, and if you actually got hit, you might want malware, like the Malwarebytes. That one actually clears off some stuff that Windows Defender cannot do. But otherwise, your Windows Defender should be fine, unless you're like, really going for some weird sites. So yeah, McAfee is not a good thing to keep. It drains you a lot, a lot, a lot. Okay, so senior number 2, Golf Echo India.
Yacht number 2, Golf Echo India. Oh boy, yeah. McAfee and Norton. I just disable those immediately. Automatic Windows is so much better all by itself. Yeah, the clarifications about the palm dip, the fact that it's the pattern that is important at the baseline, and then that pattern allows you to change what number is centered. That's a huge clarification that I guess I missed before. And that seems super, super useful to actually using that div flexibly. And of course, that's a lot more convenient than trying to carry around a pack of cards. So that's really exciting information. I'm gonna have to really dive into that. Let's see. Yeah, the information about it's the people that we're around, the people that we share space with that are usually the place where E-crap sneaks in. There was an analogy that you gave very, very early on when I initiated, actually when I was sort of still fighting you about ordaining. You said that it's like trying to keep a household clean and safe from sickness when only one person in the house knows how to wash their hands, or why they should. So that's pretty major. It's like a black plague all over again. And there's a lot that we do need to clean up from, things that are really, really normalized. Like Chung Xiong was talking about that AEP that people just love to spread around. It's like that is all that they know how to do about it, is to deep onto other people with it. It's just such a normalized part of our society, and like small talk. It's really terrible. Yeah, sorry, I'm a little bit distracted because I'm still working in the kitchen. Team Yacht number 2, Golf Echo India.
Yeah, that leads me to remind Sheng, you should also educate your daughter about Yi crab, or and also ask if she is feeling some shit. Like you are feeling like this. You could tell her, and then ask her, do you feel anything weird today or something like that, right? Like it's your daughter, right? She should listen to you. So teach her. Don't let her be just like, like people say, oh, let kid be kid, right? The kid needs to be educated to understand what ye crap is. And the ye crap could be coming from, I don't know, like her friend, the ex or whatever, right? So many places. So once you figure out where that ye crap is, then you see light. Okay, so like I tell Lady all the time, if you want to fix the ye crap problem, first of all, you need to figure out where it came from. You can't just say like, I'm jing myself, or like I just jing my house. Yeah, like what are you trying to jing? Like what are you trying to clean? Right? Like you want to do pets control, right, in the house, but you're totally not seeing what is the problem. Like you don't even see that animal. Where are you gonna shoot? Right? Like it doesn't work. You might just miss it and then it just hides somewhere under your bed. Right? So yeah. Don't forget if she have belongings that she brought over, those things also should be clean when it enters the house. And I don't know if you did that or not because you never update. But when Wing was going to Lay's house, maybe Lay can talk about, how you deal with her belongings when it enters the house. And we can see, like a reference. Tina number 4, Lima Echo India.
Uh, yes, sir, John. Yeah, Kenya number 4, Lima Echo, India. Uh, I would say whenever she comes over, what I would do is like I don't always do it. Like sometimes I forget, but at first I know she's coming over. Like she's heading this way. I would inform the landlord and all that stuff first. Okay, and then she's coming. And then when she comes through the door, yeah, I would cleanse her. Um, I think it'd be a good idea to also like cleanse the car because it's gonna be dirty as hell because she coming from some family that's like has EGOT and stuff like that. So I would do that and then cleanse her and around the house, seal the car, seal the doors. Yeah, that's what I generally do. Like I would cleanse her like that and have her like upload incense. Like she just like every time she comes in, like yeah, that's the first thing she do, like upload incense and yeah, that's kind of how we do things. Tingyan number 4, Lima Echo India.
That leads me to wonder if Sung's daughter actually would go to the altar, burn incense, and do all that stuff. If she don't have that mindset and respect, then that's a problem too. Okay, she is a disciple, so she should, right? At least like when you enter the house, we have a saying in Chinese. Uh, you go into the house, you greet the people first. You go into the temple, you greet the God first, right? So we have altars. When you come into the house, who's bigger, the people or the God? The God, right? So if you enter the house, immediately the first thing you go and greet the God, right? Like the human might open the door, you say hi, and then immediately the next thing is to the altar. If your mindset is not like that, you as a disciple is sick in the mind, is sick. You have a disease in you. Okay. You got to get rid of that disease or else it's going to really harm you. So yeah, when I enter the house, the first thing I greet the altar. There's nothing else that you should be doing. Not going to the washroom, not going to check your email, not going to put things in the fridge. No, first thing, enter the door, talk to the God, right? I'm back, like that. When I say talk to the god, like greeting the god, it doesn't mean like you need to go full on incense, change the tea, and the whole thing, right? It's as simple as when you open the door, you look at the altar, you do a bow, and you can say something like "I'm back." Everyone knows, right? That's greeting the altar. And then later, you officially go to the altar and burn incense if you want to. But the mindset of like treating the gods at the altar as like there's someone here, right? Like they're sitting there, is very important. I have seen in the past with ex-disciple, they are like, they come home, they don't look at the altar. They go straight up to the room and then like go down to the kitchen. And it's like, imagine your grandparents is sitting there, they're looking at you coming back, and you pretend they are invisible. That's how bad it is. And then like after 2 or 3 hours, you go to the altar, and the first thing you do is, I need your help. Please clean me up. I mean, like, you came back 3 hours. Now the first thing you come is not say hi, but please clean me up. Like, am I your cleaning machine or am I your God? Like, think about it, right? Senior number 2, Charlie Hotel Golf.
Senior number 2, Charlie Hotel Golf. Well, Sergeant, I didn't realize how the whole ground altar work. How you could use your your landlord to set up perimeters like that. That is pretty amazing. I do remember that you mentioned that with your landlord, usually if stuff comes into your house, whether it be groceries or whatever, you have a system where it's automatically clean from the time it crosses your door frame and it comes in, which is pretty cool. I usually do that as well. In terms of from the time I leave my house, I'll just tell you guys I'm going, I'll be back. And as I come back, I go straight to the altar, just say hi, I'm back. And I think that's like a cultural thing. Most cultures where you have like elderly folks in your family, you usually have a certain level of respect or reverence for them. You'll tell them, hi, I'm leaving, I'm coming back, stuff like that. It's not really reinforced in American culture, which I've seen, because American culture have a very strange way of treating the elderly people. But yeah, and I'm definitely fascinated more about how a lot of these systems are set up automatically. Because I remember earlier you told me about the ground altar and how it's set up with a system where you could sacrifice stuff. I didn't realize the landlord had such a sophisticated way of doing things without me even knowing. That's pretty cool. Is it the same way for the Sampai as well? Maybe you can tell us more about the altar Sampai. Hopefully that is the correct terminology I'm using. But yeah, back to you, Sergeant. Tenyat number 2, Charlie Hotel Golf.
Sun Pai is Cantonese. Sun is God. Pai is a sign. Okay? God sign. So it tells you what God is on the table, right? So usually it's like you have a sign with all the names of the gods or whatever you're connecting to. So our landlord altar has a team of gods. The center is like the ground emperor assigned landlord deity. So it's assigned by the ground emperor, which is one of the 4 main god in the celestial court. And that god deals with linking up all the altars in the lineage. Okay? And like linking up all the altars in the lineage to the lineage system. Okay, yeah, that sounds better. Okay, so whatever the lineage have for you and would like to deliver to you, it goes through the lineage whole system to your landlord deck. So your landlord is kind of like the agent that connects your home to the headquarter, right? The headquarter is like the lineage. So if there's help, if there's like any wealth, right, like gold, silver, jade, right, it goes to there. So you can say this is kind of like a god of wealth, right? And he has his own army as well. So on the bottom deck, we have the 5 ghost general, which is the 5 ghost army. And instead of like the 5 chems that you have on the top deck, these are the 5 ghosts. The 5 chems are like they're there to do good stuff, help you do things, and they're like the positive guys, right? It's like police. The 5 ghosts, they're supposed to help you to take things away, right? To do bad stuff, to do negative stuff, take away things. So the 5 element in the negative form. So instead of like, um, let's say, let's say a fire is helping you to manifest, right? So if I empower you with the fire chi, right? It's like I help you to manifest, to talk, to express yourself and things like that. But if I do it for a bad reason, then I'm helping you to manifest, to talk, to bring damage to your life. So you talk the wrong things, right? So we use the 5 ghosts mostly as a attacking force, and you can use them for like pretty evil purposes. Let's say the green ghost, right? Like you can use the green ghost for like you think about D3, D4 element, right? So thinking, affecting people's thinking, right? So yeah, I can affect like how they think the bad way. So it brings harm to them. Like it can be like that. Um, and of course, these 5 ghosts are not just to hurt people; they're also there to help your altar to operate and do things. So they help you to grab those powers in as well. So I'll talk more about the 5 ghosts later. But anyway, beside that, there's the door god, kitchen god, washroom, and bedside and family god. Right? It's so useful. When I'm showering and I want to div, it's always the washroom god that is like chiming in, and I kind of feel her character is kind of like different from the landlord deity. When I go out the door, if I forgot something or if there's like something to pay attention to, my door guard would tell me stuff. Like this morning, oh, really fun stuff. This morning, I am trying to dispose my old microwave, and I have to walk to the back of some stores and sneak it up to their garbage bin. It's not really a good idea, but there's no other way. So I still did it. The door guard reminded me today, like, bring your titanium flute, and I was like, what? Like, okay, so I picked it, but I was kind of like too much. Maybe I'll just go like that. And when I go out the door again, it's like, yeah, like carry that on your back. Okay. So I did it. And when I was going there, guess what? I was like on the walkie-talkie talking to Kim Satsuan as I walk. But as I walk there and turn the corner, like I have to make a turn into a dark little like beside the walls of 2 stores, like a very dark corridor. Okay, so I walked past that, and there were like 3 or 4 people, like they're dressed in black, smoking something, and they don't look good. Like they don't look good, and they're like looking at me, and I have my stuff at my back, and no one's messing up with me, right? So yeah, like that moment, I was like, oh, okay, now I look like at least I'm not looking like someone who can be picked on. That added some safety to me, so I was glad I listened. Anyway, let's move to team number 4, Sierra Hotel Golf.
Unit number 4, Sierra Hotel Golf. Yeah, thanks for all the tips there about what I can do with deploying the guide into the door, and also I think I'll do the same with the kitchen and washroom and bedroom as well, just to become more aware of that. I think is a good idea, and sounds like it could be fun. I'm feeling better already. I think, and yeah, with my daughter, I will get her to come in and we can do some incense and stuff, and I can show her a bit about the altar and things every time when we come to the house, because I think that's a good thing, like you're saying, to educate her more about it. As it is, I always you know that big wall hanging I have of Jigam Samlo Joshi. Every time I walk in, I bow to that and greet Samlo Jigam Samlo Joshi and say, you know, I'm back and I'm here, or hello. Yeah, the Grand Emperor stuff as well sounds like it's very powerful. And it's something that I guess I've neglected a bit in a sense, like it's almost like it's lesser somehow than what's on the top deck. But it's not really. It's just it serves an important parallel function. So I've got to change my mindset there and really value the landlord god more. So thanks for elaborating on that. Teenage number 4, Sierra Hotel Golf.
Okay. Maybe you can also like this. If you put the god, a clone of the god, into that huge banner, maybe you can hang that banner inside your daughter's room, so it can be like something that protects the room, right? All the time, and you can tell her about what the god is and so on. So that might be something you can do. Okay, moving on to tier number 2, Golf Echo India.
Vignette number 2, Golf Echo India. Yeah, it's really cool to hear about your interactions with the gods around your households and how their personalities differ. It's really interesting to hear about the whole team, which I think is that something that those of us with active, although perhaps incomplete, altars already have access to, and just we don't know how to listen to them yet. We haven't really interacted with them much. Or is that team something that develops over time as you call more things in and have more interactions? Vignette number 2, Golf Echo India.
You don't have that yet. Right now, you have a landlord, but you don't have the whole team with the landlord. So the landlord basically protects your altar, do stuff inside the altar, send things out to the D6 and so on, but it doesn't get out of that location. So if you want to have your door god and so on, then you have to like put a god there. So even without the altar, you can still put a god in there, right? So so let's say if you want a washroom deity, then you close the door and you put the washroom deity, like fire a god, a big god, into somewhere like the door of the washroom. If you want like a bedside god, then you fire the god into the bed, like around that area. So you can deploy one god, a big god, and put them out in those locations. And yeah, that's basically the first step. And the second step is whenever you like enter the washroom or enter the room, right? You kind of acknowledge their existence, like you would know, oh, I'm walking into here, washroom deity is here, right? Like your mind is not just going into an empty room, right? You have to know that they're there. And eventually, if you are like that, right, soon they will also react to you. And like for example, one day you're going out the door, the door god might help you with something, like tell you to, oh, bring your whatever thing. Oh, you forgot your phone or something like that, right? Sometimes it will help you like that. So put the god in first, and then see what happened later, right? That's the least you can do. So use the sun cube to create a big god, use the hard spell 0, hard spell 1. If you want, you can also add in hard spell 2 and fire the god out to the door, of like the main door or the door of the whatever, like anywhere you want to deploy the god, right? Put it there, and then put the god in, and then later, whenever you pass by that same spot, you will like kind of acknowledge the god, right? And because they are born from you, you can also upload incense and tell the landlord, okay, I have deployed the god over there. Now they are in your control, like in controlled by you or governed by you. So the landlord then can communicate with them, and you can also burn incense at the landlord to talk to them as well. Okay, so you can do that today. There you go. Big upgrade for you. Okay, it is now 5:34 p.m. We'll end the net here. 73 to all, and we'll see you back online or on the net tonight. This is Tina number 9. Yankee Uniform Echo is clear.
Tenured number 2, Charlie Hotel. Tenured number 2, Charlie Hotel Golf clear.
Yacht number 2, Golf